Welcome, everybody, to the first session of Dead and Thay. Where we'll be taking the story told by Durnan in the Yawning portal. But we're going to play it. We're not going to really listen to him give it. So, we got a few housekeeping rules. Well, a few housekeeping items. They're not rules. I mean, I feel like I'm rusty, Chris. This is weird. I haven't led one of these in a while. Yeah. So we are FeatherFall Tabletop. We are sponsored by Skull Splitter Dice. If you are in the need of some nice metal dice or just general dice, I mean, I don't offer the other ones. I don't say that because the metal dice is where it's at. Exactly. Go ahead and use the link down below and then use the promo code FeatherFall for 10% off your first order. We're also sponsored by...
I will say one quick thing with Skull Splitter is they have a Kickstarter that is going to be kicking off here pretty soon. It's like a whole set of D20s. They look really pretty. There's a giveaway that you can enter on their... there's a link in their Twitter where you can win a $500 gift card to Skull Splitter Dice. You can get all the dice you need for life. So check that out.
I will say...
Don't underestimate me.
The skull right next to my luchador mask, that is a Skull Splitter steampunk skull. That's a dice carrier. Yeah. It's awesome. You should get it. It's so cool. It is worth it. Also, we are sponsored by Found Familiar Coffee. So if you're in the need for some coffee for playing late night games, go ahead and use the link down below or go to foundfamiliar.com/featherfall and use the promo code FeatherFall for 10% off your order. A couple nice announcements. We do have a giveaway going for Found Familiar Coffee. One bag of your choice. Enter the gleam.io link posted on our Twitter and get yourself a free bag. You got to win, but good luck. And then we'll also be giving away some coupon codes. Chris, do you want to go ahead and talk about how you are going to set that up?
Do I know?
Weren't you and Adam talking about that?
I don't think we ever finalized it. I'm sorry.
All right, so next time we'll have coupon codes. It'll be a giveaway for 25% off coupon codes.
Okay, it's coming back to me. We are sorry. We are trying to work. We are trying to work in some cool ways for you to win these coupon codes during the live stream for being active, and when some of the players maybe hit certain milestones in game, like do certain things. So we are trying to do something cool than just a. Not that there's anything wrong with the Gleam giveaway that we just plugged, but we want to try to make it a little more interactive and, you know. Yeah. So we'll have some ideas out there pretty soon.
Definitely. So last bit of housekeeping is that every other Sunday, so on the 1st of March, we'll be continuing our Curse of Strahd game. We are 4 sessions in. Next one will be our 5th.
Yeah.
Those are at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. We're nearing the end of the Death House, which has been the worst.
Let's call it Durst Manor. There's nothing deathy about it.
And then every Tuesday, the Gods We Know are continuing their homebrew campaign led by Adam as Llamas. And then every Wednesday, we'll be here playing Dead and Thay. I'm so excited to finally get a game going again. We have some beautiful people in the chat. We'll go around the table, let everybody introduce themselves. We'll start with the top left, which is me, so we'll go to Travis.
Are we just doing us or the characters too?
Just you for now. We'll get into characters in a sec.
Yep. So I'm Travis. Kind of a long time D&D part of this group anyway. Still very new to the game though. I've only been playing with us. Never played with a different group until tonight, really. So still learning the ropes, still and definitely rusty, but I'm gonna try and do my best.
You'll be great.
You're in good hands, Travis.
Next is Thay.
Hi, I'm Thay. I run DM Emporium. Kind of hooked up with the FeatherFall guys over Twitter. Played in a couple of one-offs, and now excited to dive into a kind of a bit longer of a game. Super exciting. I was just signing up for all the Skull Splitter stuff. There's also, because they've allowed me to, come and hang out and play, there's a discount on dmemporium.com. Use the discount code FeatherFall. That gets you some percentage off. So, nice. Come check us out. It's a good time. We got dice towers, just a whole mess of stuff that you could use, including like tankards and stuff that make it extra fun. Like every time I play IRL, I bring like this tankard. Yeah, see, look, you definitely need one. So, but yeah, that's me, and yeah, glad to be hanging out every week now.
Awesome, Chris.
Oh, that's me. Hey, my name's Chris. You can find me on Twitter at 2_socks05. I am part of the FeatherFall tabletop group. I am the DM for the Curse of Strahd game on every other Sunday. I am the one-shot community, one-shot games community manager. I don't know if that's the official title, but it is now.
It is now.
And so if you want into playing those games or DM in one of those games, you come into our Discord, talk to me, 2Socks in the Discord there, and we'll get you hooked up with those games. New games filling up all the time, opening and filling up rather quickly. So we'd love to have you in there. But yeah, you can always find me here in the FeatherFall channel.
Awesome. And Sean.
Hey everyone, I'm Sean. You can also find me at Twitter at NearTheFurtKing. I'm new to the FeatherFall tabletop community, so I actually found it through another friend. But it's going to be interesting. I'm going to be on this show as well as a couple other one-shots later on. This is going to be an exciting game, so I'm excited for this. Let's get into it.
It's going to be awesome. And then Typo.
Saving the best for last, I see. Hello, everybody. I'm Typo. Good to see you all. I'm also new to the whole FeatherFall community, so I'm really excited for this session. Hope it goes well.
It's going to go great.
O is for outstanding.
Exactly. So now let's take a moment to introduce your characters. So you all were given a task beforehand of why you would be called to assist in this aid. We're going to go opposite order. So we will start with the best, according to the last. Typo.
In this case, we are absolutely not saving the best for last.
Oh gosh.
Or we are, technically.
Hello, I'm going to be playing Pandora Hemlock. That's what my last name is, exactly. She's a bit of a necromancer and a witch. She's a shut-in who constantly has her hair in a horrible mess, deep, tired marks underneath her eyes, and she currently hates everyone in existence because they're stopping her from going home and just relaxing with a nice fire and a warm blanket and some coffee and some possibly lewd books. But yeah, I'm just going into this job to get some money so I can retire.
Oh, I love it. Anything else for Pandora?
I have a skeleton army with me.
No big deal.
Yeah, like you do.
We'll address that here in a little bit. All right, Sean.
Well, I'll be playing Azur. And let's see, I'm an Eladrin, of course, so I'm obviously very, very well off and much better than all of you, obviously. But if you want to know about me, well, I'm a blade singer. I've been there for hundreds of years. I've studied. Been in the Feywilds. No ice magic. Honestly, what else do you want to know? I'm really pretty. I like keep care of myself. Pandora's. It's dear. You really do look very lovely. Maybe just deck yourself out a little bit better. But yeah, no. I'm here, helping out. Yeah, honestly, I'm here just to do whatever I can. No, but Azur is an Eladrin blade singer. She's very uppity, haughty, and sassy. Doesn't really care for other people, but she's here to help. And yeah, I'm here to kick some butt. Let's do this.
I love it.
Oh man,
I love it.
All of that.
Yeah, Val. I mean, you have to follow that.
Yeah, that's me. So I am playing. I am playing Val. This is a continuation of my character from Waterdeep Dragon Heist, Valyrian. He's a halfling warlock who was reluctantly pulled into his warlock powers by his patron, but over time has come to recognize that he needs these powers in order to survive because he's kind of an asshole. He tends to get into trouble with his words. So we'll see how that works out here in this tomb. Yeah, that's him.
I feel like at the end of Waterdeep, though, you're really coming into your nice streak.
Yeah, he did. He was starting to make that turn and not be such a bad guy. Yeah.
All right, Thay.
I will be playing Ondros. He is a Loxodon spore druid, and he started out life under the his parents were like crafters. They did things like leatherworking and seamstressing, and so but eventually they found out that he didn't have the attention span to really learn a craft, constantly getting lost in thought and looking out desperately into the window. And once, after foiling a hunt with his father realized that his empathy for the forest and his love of gardening pointed only really to one craft that he could be taught: alchemy. So he was led to an Eladrin named Kotarid, who had lived in the village since anybody could remember, and had always taught. And it was well known that the apprentices would never take over as lead alchemist because this was Kotarid's town. But he learned the many crafts of it, and one day he went into the woods and he just forgot to come back home. But in his wanderings, he came across a dying kind of like spore colony that was growing out of a corpse, and in his empathy he reached out to them, and he pulled up a single mushroom, and he looked at it, he's like, "There can be an end beyond this. You must learn to live with every. I know you cannot reply, but I know you understand." And he eats the mushroom. And so now the swords have infected his brain and body, and he is now Ondros Sporefather. He's here because of Pandora was doing her main thing, trying to retire, and wandered across to him and convinced him that maybe it's time to be useful, and he's basically just kind of along for the ride, as trying to figure out what to do, but also kind of absent-minded. That's Ondros.
Spore-minded, one might say. All right, thanks, Thay. Travis.
I will be playing a half-orc barbarian named Axel. He's a softie for nature. He likes to stay alone, though. He's just a brute. He's always used his punching powers to help people if he thought they were in need. If he saw somebody look like he was getting roughed up, even if it was a play, he might step in and pop them out. He got made fun of a lot as a kid until they realized how strong he was. He'd spend time in the woods around his home, just pretending to fight, playing with the blacksmith tools weapons after they forged some or some they were trying to sell. He'd just take them and play with them. So he built up strength that way. But he also kind of grew a fondness for the animals. Kind of felt like he could talk to them. Felt like they could talk back. Wolves in particular, where he kind of found his niche, but he kind of everything around him. He had the wolf that followed him on his adventures as he left town. Rune that he eventually got too old and had to take back home. Never to see him again, but he has a little statue with him, just to help remember him, keep him strong, keep him remember his roots. He wound up in a guardsman group for a while for the town, but they had an animal keeper, and he got in close with him because he likes the animals. But little did he know the animal keeper was training the animals to attack the guards so he could take over ownership of the town. Axel didn't really like that. He was able to convince the wolves to kill him after he took power, but he got the hell out of there. He didn't want to be a part of the evil that guy was, so he took off. And he's just here, by chance. He followed the road wherever people needed help. He doesn't care about the money. He just uses it to help people if he gets any. So he's just here to help. He's a softie of sorts.
Nice. Very, very well done. And
I took a little inspiration from Kronk on this guy.
Squeak, squeakity, squeak, squeakerson.
Exactly.
So the next question I have for you all and you may not know this, where are your characters from in Faerun? Where are they at when you are chosen? And we'll start. We'll go same order. So typo first.
Geez, I don't know. Possibly like looking for jobs at a bar or something.
Like, this is how adventurers find jobs, right?
Rough town idea where it may be, like Baldur's Gate.
Sure.
Okay.
I really have no idea where she would be.
I feel like you'd be in Waterdeep.
Waterdeep? Okay.
You would have went to Waterdeep.
I like the idea of like our two characters weren't together and we bumped into each other like looking for this job.
Sure. I love it. And then Azure?
So actually, I'm originally from the Feywild. The whole idea is that my character is looking for my friend, which is Pandora. So we bumped into each other. We probably took the job at the same time. So
okay,
wherever we were from, so I'm guessing Waterdeep.
Okay. Val?
Val, yeah, originated in Waterdeep, made his way kind of down the Sword Coast, and was probably hanging out.
Daggerford?
Yeah, around Daggerford, maybe just trying to lay low a little bit. He was stuck in some hairy situations and split from a party and was kind of just laying low, I think.
Okay.
And we'll say in the near forest around Daggerford.
Okay, and Andros? Same, I would imagine, Waterdeep with Pandora.
Oh no! So started out probably actually closer to Thay in like the Sunrise Mountains, a village from there, but had been wandering so far and so long. So like I would imagine that they came like after they left the town, headed to Thay, that's when they come across him, where he's just wandering around going, "Oh, people," like sort of thing. So because he's been a hermit in the woods for quite a while at this point, and with between druidic nature and the spores, he has no idea how old he is. So he's been wandering for a long time.
Third edition-esque.
Okay. And then Axel.
Originally from Silvery Moon, from that area, and he's just been kind of out on the road for most of his life, like 3/4 of it. So I don't know where he was when he got the call originally, but we'll say somewhere pretty far away. Down south, probably like towards, I don't know, I would say like close to Baldur's Gate, probably.
Perfect. Okay. So, as you're all doing your various tasks in these various areas, you feel the sudden, like, some of you magic users have felt this before, but you're instantly teleported from wherever you are. So, Waterdeep, whether it be, out in the wild, whether it be in a different town. And then you all arrive in a shadowy hall with a glowing teleportation circles etched into the floor. Before you have time to really consider your situation and why you're there, the image of a female red wizard suddenly appears and speaks. I am Serana. It was I who brought you here. Welcome. And all of you have your own special abilities that I'm in desperate need of. And you all may know each other, you may not know each other. Cases, generally, you do not. But I have a proposition for you all. I need your assistance. So please, hear me out. Many of you may understand who we are. Many of you may not. But the Red Wizards, we really are in a world of hurt. We're chafing. Different.
I do not like chafing.
Under the rule of one of our Zolkirs, Zaz Tam. Once, as some of you may, I don't know how familiar you are with Thay, so I apologize if I'm over-explaining or if I'm not. But once Thay was the land of power. Now death scours Thay while the Lich Lord ignores all concerns other than his quest to become a god. If his mad plans are left to run their course, none will be left alive here to worship him. None will be left alive in all of Faerun. I would imagine that does transmit to the Feywild and points to the Eladrin. This magic gatehouse that you're in, from which I can send you into where I need you to go, only if you are consenting, of course, is the heart. We're at the very heart of the Liches domain, and we are currently deep beneath the Thay Mount. The Doomvault, again, I don't know how much you know. The Doomvault is a secret laboratory and containment structure beneath which lies a hidden storehouse where the phylacteries of Zaz Tam lie. There, the Lich Lord's power can be broken with your aid. I offer you the opportunity to take the fight to the Lich Lord. I offer you the chance to help me see it that Zaz Tam's power is broken. The phylactery vault is where you can make that happen. And she looks slowly at each one of your faces and says, What do you say? Will you help and become the heroes, the saviors of all of Faerun?
What's the pay?
And the moment you ask that, this dead serious
have
face,
to ask that first.
the dead seriousness in her face just kind of drops, and a slight smirk comes over her face. Well, I guess whatever you find in there are riches to be found, and whatever you find you may keep. I was hoping to tempt you with the allure of being saviors of Faerun, but whatever you find.
I don't care about that.
She is learning to be a hero, but more concerned with home.
I just want to retire, honestly, and frankly becoming a lich eventually doesn't bother me.
One last job.
One last job. First job and last for me.
I like this idea of one last job. I do care deeply about the Faerun. I have come to know it well, but it is always about the pay, isn't it? And he's, as Val's sitting there, he's finishing up. You caught him in mid carving. He was carving a little wooden spoon, and the whole time you were talking, he was sitting there carving out, and he finishes the spoon, sheathes his little carving knife, and he's got a little slot for the spoon to sit in his leather strap here, and he puts it in. And well, I have many friends in Faerun, so it is not difficult for me to make that decision to join, to figure this out.
They may have my pay. We are seeking just to know more. And these seem like wonderful people you've brought. We only wish to learn. It sounds like knowledge is bountiful where we're going. We will help.
Are you okay? Yes, do you normally speak this slow?
Do you normally speak so quickly?
Yes, all the time. How tall are you, Andros?
Andros, let's see, Laxa, he's about 9.5 feet tall.
All right, yeah, because I'm just barely over 3 feet, so I'm shin height.
So not even thinking, he reaches out. They reach out their trunk to shake your hand because it's so much closer than his hands.
It's like a little pinky. Yes, I will stay behind you.
You can stay up on top of me if a better point.
I don't want to rush into that kind of situation, but maybe after a bit.
We apologize.
Pandora deeply considers just riding you like a mount.
So, with all of you agreeing, I do deeply thank you. There are a few things that I can offer. I offer a map, and then I will offer a glyph key. So what you will need to know to traverse the... Let me step back a little bit. So the Doomvault is a labyrinth, a death house, if you will. It is one giant trap. and it was built by some of the best dungeon creators in all of Faerun. They have studied dungeons and they have figured out what works. They figured out what doesn't work, and it is not an easy trek. I have seen what all of you can do, and that is why I've picked you, and that's why we will be going in. But what I cannot provide is a real understanding. The only thing I have is a map. I don't know what's in there. Part of the design behind this is I, as the gatekeeper, I don't get to see what happens there, and it's a level of security that is only if I don't know. But I can offer you the map and a glyph key. The glyph keys are used to traverse between the black gates and the white gates. You will see them, and there are glyphs on the ground for you to use. This one that I was able to obtain is for the predator pools. So please understand that it is going to be very dangerous. I will say that there are roaming guards, and there will be... just watch out for the roaming guards. They're nobody to mess with. So before I send you into the predator pools, do you have any questions?
Is the roof of this place higher than 20 feet?
Well, I mean, it's about 10 feet tall.
Motherfucker! I can't summon Galder's Tower in a stupid Doomvault.
It's okay, sweetie. We could still summon mine.
Just check some of that off my prepared list.
I have not... We are confused. You have not introduced you.
Oh, my apologies, Andros. Azor, this is Andros. Andros, this is Bitch.
Yeah. Oh, lovely to meet you.
We apologize for her defamation of your character.
No,
We
it's
are
really
working.
no. It's really all right. We go way back. She's really awful and hard.
Oh,
Takes one to know one.
I take it you know each other then.
Oh yes, we went to school together back in the Feywild.
oh.
She didn't like me
Okay.
much. I was too good for her. I'm sorry that I passed all my classes and you didn't.
Well,
Parsnip.
Yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt the interesting dynamic that you all may have. Were there any questions for me before I send you over?
Well, I think we need to still hear from that one over there. What
The
is your
green
story?
fellow.
Need to, and I'm pointing to Axel.
Okay.
Need to,
What do you want to know? I'm just here to kick some butt.
I mean, if
and
one of
help out,
these,
so
if one of these roaming guards are coming down on my neck, are you going to be there to help, or are you going to run in the other direction?
so if I'm running the other direction, it's to get something to hit them with.
That's all I need to do here.
I got
I
your
am
back.
good. I am good.
I'm all good. If you need any help, I'm pretty experienced with magic though.
Ooh, magic.
Allow me to prepare a few spells before we go in. And woman,
I have.
I level a finger at this red wizard.
if there's not a fortune to be found, I will find you.
She's being facetious. Don't listen to her. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
One other thing, there are contact stones that if for some reason you do need to contact me throughout the Doomvault, feel free to use those. I will be here, and we up on the surface will do our best to make sure that there is no outside interference in here. So you guys can work while we're holding that distraction. So if anybody escapes, we'll stop them. If anybody tries to enter, I'll stop them.
Oh, another important question. Show of hands, who can pick locks here?
I think that would be me.
Ah, good. Oh, always lovely to know the scoundrel of the group.
Scoundrel, that is
Very
a
good.
strong word. But it is true.
Then I will unprepare knock.
Oh.
I mean, we could always just have our lovely friend here bash in a door.
Mm.
We are
looking at
quite
both,
strong.
looking at both like the giant man
They are
and
very
elephant,
strong as well.
and then looking at the barbarian.
We're fine. Just have them together push through the door.
Travis, what race were you?
Half orc.
Half orc.
Okay, all right. I thought that's what I remember.
What shade of half orc are you? Are you green or more like what color?
It's more like a gray. So
Gray? Perfect. Okay.
yeah.
Ooh.
Love it.
I love the gray orcs. That's perfect.
So let's see. We have an elephant. We have a human. We have a halfling, a half orc, and an Eladrin. Correct.
Perfect.
Cool.
So,
Yeah.
so let me just the parameters of what you're doing. There are 3 things that we need your help with. They are destroy the Red Wizard's monstrous is the word, monstrous creations, and experiments to end the threat to all of Faerun, the Feywild, and any of the other planes that may be affected. Gain access to the phylactery vault deep beneath the dungeon. Once you gain access, please destroy that phylactery. We must put a stop to this. So there is... I will say that the Doomvault isn't inhabited by 2 liches. One is a demi-lich and one is a lich. So the most clearest threat will be Zaztam. He is the lich that is... He's the Zolkir of necromancy. The other one is Khazit Ghoul.
Gabagool. How do you spell Zaz, Tom?
Szassstam.
Wow, I was way off.
Nailed it.
Say it one more time.
Szassstam.
And then who was the other one that you said? There were 2 names.
Khazit Ghoul.
Kazitgul.
Damn, that was so close.
Guil.
Gul.
Gul. Khazit Ghoul. Okay. We will be happy to see these 2.
So, and just so you know, there are 9 sections, and each section is barricaded by these white gates that I spoke of earlier. And to traverse that, you need to find the glyph for that gate. So each section has a glyph. That glyph only works in the section that it's assigned to. And she looks over at the elephant and the orc. It will be a little tight for your statures, so just a little idea. It's about 10 feet tall and probably 10 feet wide. So I do see that you stand very high, and to the half orc you stand very brawny. So it's going to be narrow quarters. And then she hands like in the front, levitating in the front. So I imagine you're all in like a semicircle. In the front appears the map that you all should be able to see in Roll20. So you can see this map. It's not filled in. It's a very rough drawing of what it is. The red lines denote the different sectors, and you will be on the far left side in the predator pools that she called out initially.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And this is the map of the entire Doomvault.
Yes, but this is not the map of the phylactery. I do not. That is something that is kept very close to the vest. It is not public knowledge. We know it's there. We just don't know how to get into it. So that will be something that you will need to figure out while you're in here.
Well, the blood pens. They seem to be maybe a fun place to go spend some time. This place looks quite interesting.
Oh. Gotta hand it to them. They're good with names.
Forest of Slaughter. That's a good one.
I know, it sounds downright appealing.
The forest part, right?
The ooze
Smile.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I was reading outside of them. I was reading these. I'm like, these are awesome. So, if there are no other questions, I will get you right into the action. I do ask that you be quick. And about money, again, if you don't find anything in there. And she looks to you. You will become the heroes of Thay. So I imagine riches...
Discounts
of anything you want. 10% off anything in Thay. 10%. I can get you that.
No, listen to me. I want money, and I want no one to know I helped.
10% is as good as money.
Use the discount code FeatherFall.
It's the damn safety of all of whatever the fuck you care about. You can spare some of your coin.
You can't retire in a world that does not exist. Forget that part.
I can be a lich if I want. She says, walking
You can leave your friends behind.
As a lich, if you don't have a phylactery, you will not be able to be a lich. But we don't want those here. We are trying to stop those. So, just, anyways, are there any other questions? I believe we should move.
We should move now. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to teleport you right in, and your glyph is for this sector. So again, the predator pools is where you can go through. You will have to find one to get out of here, just so you know.
Okay.
What are the predators?
I don't get to know that detail. Again, I only get to know how to get in and out of here. I don't know the specifics.
You'll be in charge after we do, right? So make
know
sure the predators go free.
I don't want to be in charge.
Oh.
But
I don't think anyone wants to be charged at this place.
yes, we should burn it to the ground. Just start fires everywhere.
Let's not get
Well, I
hasty.
don't think Sorry, fire's not really my thing. Maybe I could destroy it with ice. I don't know.
I am down for that as well. All right. So, as
Ready to go in?
no other questions, you are transported to this black gate right here, and you all just pop out quickly. So the first thing you see is a circular pool, and this chamber has a foul slime filled with bits of bone along its edge. To the west is a black gate, which you came through. To the north, up here that you can't see yet, is a white... Can you see the pings? Because I may have been on the wrong layer.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, well...
I can only see the small part of the map.
Yeah.
There we are.
Those work? All right. So
Yep.
Yeah.
to the west, you can see the black gate. To the north, you can see the white gate. And then there's a door here. So I'll reveal those areas as we go through. So I will be very clear as we're going through this. This is a dungeon crawl for the most part. Where your token is where I assume your character is. So be very cognizant of tokens placement on this map. Not for traps or anything, just for fun. There's no traps.
Yeah, who would trap in a dungeon?
Yeah, so again, flavor text. A circular pool in this chamber has foul slime filled with bits of bone along its edge. To the west is the black gate.
What does it smell like in here? Is it...
It actually, so as you're teleported in here, so in the gatehouse is where you were before. It is humid and just like damp and gross and hot. As you're transported in here, it is instantly comfortable.
Oh.
And you are like, wow, I can... The smell is a little acrid from the pool. And the room is closed on
Makes
both
sense.
sides. So...
All right. Val's going to roll up his sleeves a little bit, and he's got a big kind of scarf, infinity-type scarf that doubles as a hood. He's going to take that off and put it and stow it, just kind of get a little comfortable.
So...
All right.
And I will say, the gates, if any of you have played the Dark Souls series, they're very like reminiscent of the fog. So the gate, the white gate to the north, a 10-foot diameter circle of runes and clear quartz fragments set into the floor. Within the circle, a luminous white mist shimmers, obscuring what lies beyond. So whenever I say a white gate, that is what I'm talking about. The black gate that you just came out of, a 10-foot diameter circle of runes and black onyx fragments are set into the floor. It exudes wisps of shadowy energy that look like curling black smoke.
Andros, you do not jump. You will hit your head.
Okay. I will refrain from jumping.
I don't want to state the obvious the whole time in here, but just
You
just
know,
be careful.
that's rather racist. Elephants can't jump.
Oh,
Oh.
well, I am not an elephant. I am capable.
Yeah,
I do
see?
appreciate it. The obvious does escape my grasp.
And he starts wandering over to like the bones and the filth around it. And he starts just kind of like leans down, and then like his trunk, he's just kind of sorting through, looking through the bones.
And I'm going to stop you there.
Gathering up. Hey.
So before you go anywhere, just real quick on the construction. So as you look around, this room is very well carved out. It is marble, maybe different kinds of stone, mostly marble. So nice rock in here. It looks very well kept, with the exception of the bones and debris floating around. But the architecture is stunning. The doors, all doors in here will be a wooden door with like iron straps. And Andros, as you look down and start messing with the bones,
Already. Oh,
That's a
shit.
saving throw.
already.
That psi equals saving throw.
So emerges two giant hulking creatures. A little shorter than you, Andros. So when I say giant, it's not Andros giant size. Andros the giant.
Oh, is that on purpose? Is that on purpose?
No.
No? Hi. Good job, man.
Well done.
Andros the giant.
Amazing.
Nice.
Oh man.
I need
Well
you to
done.
make a strength saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh.
Is this going to be something my powerful build would help with?
Explain that.
So I count as one size larger than myself, so would it negate the
Yeah,
disadvantage?
I'll negate the disadvantage for that.
Perfect. You said strength?
Yes, please.
There we go. Sorry, I forgot to turn off disadvantage. So just straight would be 15. Nope.
And so I will roll so everybody can see it, so you don't think there's any fishy going on. So as you're looking in and kind of moving around, you feel your trunk just be pulled in, and you are pulled underwater. And everybody else sees this. Everybody, go ahead and roll initiative.
Yes, we are here
Started
already.
out right.
Oh no, the one I almost don't hate.
Oh shit.
Oof.
Getting dragged it, like, Andros doesn't scream or anything, he just goes,
Hey.
as he gets pulled in.
There should be a +3 to my initiative roll. I don't have my character sheet filled out.
I'm going to put
Weird.
my skeletons on the same initiative as each other.
Yeah, that's
Well, good.
perfectly fine. Easier to do.
Thank you.
Do you want me to roll familiar on me, or like a separate?
If you want, you can roll it separate, or you can just have it act during your turn.
Okay, I'll just do it in my turn, so we don't have
Yeah.
extra.
I did not get 18, I got 10. It's just I didn't have my token selected, so it didn't pop up in the turn order.
Oh
so
my
just adds up.
gosh. Cheater,
Noob.
cheater. And then
Pumpkin.
Travis got 11.
These must be the predators that they were talking about.
Well, that was quick. We really found them quickly.
Good job, Andros. You found them.
So, alright. So, Val, it is your turn. What you see is maybe just the feet of Andros hanging out of this pool.
And none of the troll.
None of the troll. You see one troll on the other side. It's actually a scrag.
Okay.
A little different than a troll, but same
But
concept.
one is up, and I can visually see.
Yeah, and Andros,
Yes.
when you're under the acrid pool, you can't see, nor
Okay.
can you touch the bottom.
Oh,
Oh.
So,
well, that
Ominous.
so you can see the top one. You cannot see the bottom one.
I will say real quick to Axel, you are going to be the only one strong enough to pull him out, I think. And then I will turn to the one that I see, and I will say, "You are one ugly motherfucker," and I will cast vicious mockery on him. or them.
Okay.
And that's a wisdom saving throw, DC 17.
Not their strong suit.
That's what I figured. So that's a fail. So they're going to take 2d4.
Yes.
That is 6 points of psychic damage, and they have disadvantage on the next attack.
Okay. Remind me when we get there, so I don't forget.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you'd like?
And
to
then,
do now?
I'm going to kind of run back here.
Okay.
Oop. Just move back just a little
move
bit.
away.
Move away. And that's it.
Okay. Is it Azure? Okay. I'm weird with saying that word. By the way.
Oh, no, you're good.
It's all me. All right, your turn. Again, what you see is Andros' feet barely hanging out. One scrag is above water, and that's the north one.
Okay. Having to quickly put in this information for the spell because apparently I forgot only one spell out of my entire list that I was actually going to use right now. So, okay. There we go. I'm going to be running over, and I actually have 40 foot of movement speed. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And yeah, we're just going to immediately... I'm pretty sure Andros is cool with me grabbing him, right? And teleporting away, right? Cool? Okay, Thunderstep.
Nice.
And I'm just going to teleport away. Yeah. Go away with him.
Well done. Into where you teleported to?
Let's see. I don't want to teleport to the group, so we're just going to teleport over to here on the opposite side.
Okay.
So he's going to be over here with me.
Yeah, you explain how that looks just thematically.
Yeah. So, Azura uses her rapier for everything, so how she uses magic is just always through her rapier. So, immediately runs in and is like, "Oh, you fool. Let me help." Grabs onto the end of him, stabs downwards, and then just goes, Thunderstep. And lightning just strikes down.
Nice.
Zaps away, and then they immediately just zap over to another spot.
And what's your range on that teleportation?
So it's 90 feet.
Nice. Okay.
And then the creature must make a Constitution saving throw or take 3d10 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
Oh, well. What's the save?
He's definitely gonna save. Don't worry about it. No,
3d10?
Wow.
Yep.
3d10?
So 9 thunder damage.
Okay.
It's a 3rd level spell.
Yep.
Hurts.
Hitting them spell slots right away, huh?
I mean, it's action economy.
Move, Cotton.
Yeah.
Action economy. And that's action. I'm gonna go into my Blade Song for my bonus action.
Okay.
So that's gonna be my bonus action, and yeah, that'll be my turn.
Perfect. All right. Next is Axel.
So this guy up here is what we want to be attacking, right?
Yeah, the other one is still underwater. The north one is kind of, it's like breast up is showing.
Okay. So I'm gonna run up to next. While I'm running, I'm gonna pull out my large axe, kind of drag it on the ground while I'm running up at him, and I'm gonna hoist it in the air right as I get next to him and slash at him for.
I imagine this one, not Andros, right?
Yes. Sorry.
We could hit Andros. That's
for 23.
23?
Yep.
What level are you guys?
9.
That
Only
hit.
this many.
That hits.
Sweet. Let's see. 1d8 plus 4. 12 points of damage.
Points of damage. Okay.
And then I have an extra attack, so I'm going to use that.
Oh, convenient.
And just follow the same slash through. Ooh, for 13. No, 16.
16 hits?
Yes.
13 does not, just so you know.
For 9 points of damage.
Okay. Perfect.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. Next up, Pandora. And
Okay.
Pandora's...
Yeah,
Entourage.
I'm keeping these guys, my minions, separate from me for this purpose of this, so I don't just have like an infinitely long turn. Pandora came in with several minions, skeletons and zombies. One, a hulking monstrosity in like heavy armor, a zombie. Another one with a heavy crossbow, and a third. This one has a blue flaming skull, and as it runs forward, it draws a flaming blue sword and will slash at this guy.
Maybe I should have... No, I'm just kidding.
It misses for 9.
Does not
Whiff.
hit.
And then this one races up the heavy crossbow and will give a shoot. 8! It shoots the wall! Fuck that wall!
The curse of the crossbow.
The curse of the crossbow.
That's a real
You
thing.
need some new friends.
The zombie juggernaut will then proceed to simply stand in front of Pandora and take the dodge action. Actually, it'll guard her. Basically, it'll ready an action to like protect her.
Love it.
Okay.
Okay, so skeletons of the... I'm going to just say Pandora Entourage is done.
Minions.
Andros.
Minions! Refer that to henchmen.
Andros, you are up in the turn. My elephant
I'm going
compadre.
That's me. No, I'm going to pop out a... So as an action, you see Andros, he kind of like lifts up his trunk and just... and he releases this spore cloud over the top of him. For my action, that'll be a... So the spore cloud is my halo of spores. So it's 10 feet radius from me, and I should be able to put up an aura here. Bam! Now it only affects things that I want it to affect, so it doesn't hurt any of our companions. And then he's going to hold up his staff and cast Shillelagh on it. Step forward, and that's his action bonus action movement. He can't actually attack.
Perfect.
But before, and then he's going to, just as a DM thing, right before my turn, I'm going to be using my reaction to deal the spore cloud damage, so that way I'll just save my reaction in case I need it. But so just a heads up,
Okay.
because I'll be using that or the polar master attack. So that's where he's.
Perfect. Anything else you would like to do?
That's all I can do.
Okay, so the one closest to you, Andros, and Axel is going to just dive under the water really quick, and it's just going to shoot up and over the top of you, so you both... It's not really leaving your area, it's just up and over the top. So no real attack of opportunity because it's still within melee. And did you have a reaction there, Thay?
I have the it's just the opportunity to attack when they enter my range of attack, but he was already within it, so no.
Yeah, okay. So they're going to... Once the Scrag by you is going to bite and claw.
Disadvantage on the first attack.
Thank you.
Ooh, thank goodness.
It was only supposed to be 2 claws, so that third claw is not real. So disadvantage, instead of a 27 crit, it rolls a 22 against you, Andros.
Vicious mockery.
Let's see, you said 22?
Yeah.
I'm going to use my reaction to cast Shield.
Okay.
Then that'll use my reaction and my shield, so buffs it up by 5 because we need an AC of 23, so it does not hit.
For that one attack, correct?
For that one attack, yeah.
The subsequent attacks, 19?
19 hits, 17 does not.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, shield is until the end of my turn.
Yep.
So it's 23 for all of them, so they
Okay.
all do not hit.
So the 19 was at you, Andros. The 17 was at Axel. Axel, does the 17 hit you?
Yes, it does.
So 10 points of slashing damage. If you are Barbarian of the Totem and you took the bear totem. That's halved. But you were
even without raging.
No, yeah, you're right.
No.
You didn't rage. Ha. All right, so the next one's going to do the exact same thing. Jump. It's already under the water, so it's going to jump up. It's going to bite and claw you, Valerian, and then it's going to claw the skeleton. So 11 and a 14 to you, Valerian.
14 to me.
11 and a 14.
11 misses, 14 hits.
Okay, so 9 slashing from that. And then the skeleton, 16 to hit.
The skeleton raises up its shield and parries somehow. Oh no, this skeleton's stronger than most.
Nice.
It's some sort of skeleton hero.
That rolled a 15 on damage, by the way.
Oof, that would have hurt.
All right.
I'm going to, as it hits me, I'm going to point my finger at it and touch it. And I am casting Hellish Rebuke. That is a dexterity save for him.
Okay, so as their turn starts, and before the top one went under the water, you see maybe the cut that Axel had just seal itself just ever so slightly.
Ah, son of a...
We're gonna TPK first round.
TPK.
I'm kidding.
He
Pandora.
thinks he's kidding.
Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead. What is that?
Dex save.
Dex save. Thank you. Okay. 8.
That is a fail. He takes 29 points of fire damage. roll a couple
Who
tens
does
in
it
there.
better?
Perfect.
Jeez.
Good job.
All right. Pandora.
Well, that's half of my spell slots, but
Let's see. Pandora ready to detect magic on, so she's already got her concentration slot up. So she's just kind of like,
Well, I could empower them. Or I could just do this.
and ooh, I know what I want to do.
Oh my.
Oh.
Okay.
Zaba, quick, grab my balls.
Ooh, that's perfect. She reaches into her pocket and takes out a bottle of oil. She hurls it over to this square here. And enchanted by magic, it suddenly wings all the way from this guy to over down this way. Can this guy give me a dexterity saving throw?
14.
As I cast Fling Potion.
Fling potion. 16. So it failed. Oh, that's really sweet.
It takes 12 bludgeoning damage, and since that was an oil flask, the oil flask takes 12 bludgeoning damage, shatters, and he's covered in oil.
Well done. I feel like we got a group of savvy players tonight, and I'm gonna have to become the savvy DM. No, this isn't DM version.
I didn't even know that
You
was a
take
thing.
that first level spell slot.
To the face!
All right. Anything else for you, Pandora?
That will be all.
Valerian.
oh man, how's this one looking after that Hellish Rebuke?
It's okay.
Like still okay? Okay.
Not
yeah.
bloodied yet.
Okay, I don't like being engaged at all. I'm going to use my action to. Shit, I don't want to. Fuck. Why do you gotta come after me, man?
Get behind the big zombie.
I know that's the thing. I am going to disengage. Use my action to disengage, and yes, I'm going to get. I don't know which way to go. I'm going to go up here, and then I am going to just kind of
Hide.
hunker down in behind this big zombie that is there. And that's about it. That's all I can do. I don't have any good bonus actions.
Azur.
Okay, well, I'm in combat now, so let's do this.
The music turn off?
Yes, it did. Thank you.
Welcome.
I didn't hit the repeat symbol.
I do it every single time.
Yep, know that feel.
This is, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with this one instead. We're gonna cast it at a higher level. Yeah, we're gonna cast Chromatic Slice at a second level.
Sounds awesome.
So, and I believe I'm correct. It's not that great.
11.
It's an 11 to hit. That's not gonna hit.
So, just so y'all know how I do flanking be advantage. If I can pull this line through this and hit somebody else within the square, that would be flanking. And in this, so when it's a bigger token like this, you have multiple areas of flanking. When it's like this, that doesn't touch, unfortunately.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So if you are flanking, you get advantage. If in this case you are not, 11 does not hit.
It's all good. So that is that spell slot gone.
Ooh, if you
right,
it is oiled. I'll point that out.
Oh yeah, I mean the spell misses, so I mean it doesn't
okay.
really. I don't think it matters if because I was gonna use fire damage, but I don't think it's gonna hit him anyway. So, in that case though, I'm gonna have my familiar though move up over here and give the action help.
Haha!
So I was gonna do that, but then I kind of forgot to do that beforehand. And yeah, I think that's all I can really do. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Nice. Okay, Axel.
Just going to stay where I am, and I'm just going to attack this guy again. Going to bring the axe right up over my shoulder and swing it down at him. Ooh,
If I'm correct about the flanking rule, if he takes a step to his left, does that give him flanking?
There's a wall there.
No, if Axel.
No, Axel did.
Oh,
if he
yes, you are correct.
Here, is that okay?
Well, so but now the familiar's there, and I would consider that flanking.
Oh, cool. All right, neat.
I'm pretty generous.
I like it.
So if you would have moved,
Everyone knows the familiar who can't take the attack action is the greatest threat.
Yes.
It will die.
But
Look into the eyes of that rabbit and tell me it is not the face of death.
It is absolutely the face of death.
But if Axel moves over, he'll be flanking with
Without the familiar, yes. Correct.
Azure.
Yeah.
Correct.
So
Okay.
You are also using it with the advantage for the familiar. Because it does have the help action.
there you go.
So I have advantage right now?
Yep.
Yeah.
That is a phenomenal thing to have said. Because I just went from a 1 up to a 7.
Also, I will say I do use a fumble chart, so if you guys roll a 1 on an attack, I will have you roll a d20, and if you fail that, it will go to the fumble chart.
Oh no, my skeletons are doomed.
So that would be for a 15.
15! It barely hits.
Sweet.
Wow.
5 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my second attack for 17.
That hits.
7 points of damage.
Okay. It's looking like you got a little bit off of it. Anything else you would like to do, Axel?
Nope, I'm staying right here. I'm bringing this son of a bitch down.
Okay. Skeleton Entourage.
The skeleton assassin will level the heavy crossbow and take another shot.
Does not hit.
And the skeleton hero will leap off the wall and try to stab its flaming sword into this thing. Does a 17 hit?
That hits.
It takes 13 magical piercing damage and 3 poison damage.
So the poison seems to have no effect.
Okay.
But
Darn.
the other does.
And it jabs the flaming rapier into this thing, and it learns that this fire actually doesn't burn at all, so that's unfortunate. It's purely aesthetic.
It's just aesthetics.
You get him, Jeffrey!
How big is Jeffrey?
Jeffrey is the size of about 6 feet tall.
Okay.
Actually, no, just based on the token, he's probably 5 feet tall. He's tiny.
Okay. Andros.
All right, so I'm going to take a step up, and then I'm going to cast Green Flame Blade. It is
Do
a
it.
cantrip, so
Yeah.
it didn't roll. But part of it is I don't know why it did not work. Did it pop up? Didn't pop up for you guys? No.
Nope.
No, it did not.
Green Flame Blade's one of the weirdest ones in the game where it doesn't really roll very well.
There it goes.
So I just put 0 for the level cast that it was cast at. So 1 damage. But it should be 1 plus my spellcasting modifier, which is 5. But so a part of it, I'm making an attack action. So I have to do that with my shillelagh'd up staff. So we'll go. I nat 1, so it doesn't matter.
Go ahead and roll that.
You-
Just a straight
you have
D20.
You have advantage.
Oh, I have advantage!
Yeah, Lumi's there. You have
Advantage, or do I need
advantage.
to
I also, just so you know, I'm not gonna call it out if you guys don't call it out.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. All right,
Because
we'll
I
try that
usually
again.
don't-
Advantage.
Usually don't
Does a
remember.
21 hit?
21 does hit.
All right, perfect. So it
21
does the
does.
shillelagh damage plus the green flame blade damage, which is 1.
And
And
is that
then
like real fire or is it?
it does fire damage. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
it's just green for some reason. That
And this thing's covered
not
in
tell
oil.
you.
Also, since you hit it with oil, it takes an extra 5
yes.
damage.
Perfect. And as part of hitting it with my halo of spores pulled up, it needs a DC 17 Constitution saving throw or taking spore damage.
So many damages.
Okay.
Everybody,
Don't
quick,
change
put it
anything.
to death.
And yeah, as you hit this with that shillelagh and the oil, it just and so you see it's like whatever little hair it does have left, just singe and burn, and it's like it's really gross. I don't want to go into the gory details of it. But as we
The
go to a
smell.
Constitution save, a 20, do I take half that?
You should smell Pandora in the morning.
I believe it takes no damage. Let me take a look here.
Okay.
Fuck you, you act like I
come back
comb
to
my
that,
hair.
and we'll just keep moving.
Perfect. Yep. And then as my bonus action, I do my polearm master attack with is which is a +2, or so which I use my it's a D4, but now it's shillelagh'd up, so 27.
Ooh, that's nice.
It does-
I use my wisdom for it, so
that does hit.
that does 7 bludgeoning damage, and since I hit him again, he has to do another
Okay.
saving throw for damage.
1 whole damage, watch out! 7, so yeah, it takes that 1
Oh,
damage. You really,
I forgot. Let me see if I crit for the Oh shit! For advantage, I was gonna say. Let me see if I crit on damage because I forgot I had
will give
advantage.
it- I
You
will
can.
give it to you.
I was gonna say you can. Okay, so 14 plus 1.
14
And that
plus
is-
1.
Oh no,
So I-
sorry, double dice. So 4 plus 5, 9, 10 damage total.
10 damage total. Not counting the 7 I already took off.
No, that's including the
Okay.
7
Okay.
for
That's
that hit.
fair. Alright, so I took another 3 off. And as this thing. Anything else?
New character,
Andros?
who it is? Nope, that's
Okay,
it.
so as this thing is just lit on fire, you see the heat, the wounds trying to heal, but they do not. And then it's gonna like lash out in just this nasty roar and bite and claw at bite and claw to Andros, second claw to Axel. So 17 does not hit. Your 18, correct, is what you had?
That's correct, yeah.
And I imagine a crit hits you, Axel, for 27.
Oh.
So you take 20 points of slashing damage.
Yeesh.
Damn there.
And then this one is going to
I'm too pretty to get hit.
bite, claw your skeleton, Jeffrey.
The first 2 definitely hit.
Okay.
Jeffrey, no!
so-
What is that?
So for the first 2, it takes 21 points of damage. It does have a crit fail, so I rolled the d20. Rolled a 20, it passed.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So it takes 21 points of damage. Jeffrey does.
Okay.
Oh, poor Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, no!
Jeffrey the skeleton takes 21 points. Wait, 20 what?
21.
21?
Yeah.
21 points of damage and is still standing.
Okay.
Necromancy, man.
My boy Jeffrey.
Necromancy for the win. All right, Pandora, it is your turn.
Okay, 1 sec, just changing Jeffrey's hit points. Mine is
Should have kept
11.
that box closed.
Okay, Jeffrey's about at half HP now. Pandora is going to look. Leave him alone. And I am going to raise my hand, and I'm going to cast Hearthfire. Or Create Bonfire. I renamed that.
Okay.
Nah, it's a measly damage.
Yeah, it needs to make the saving throw.
Yep.
Wait, which one were you attacking?
It failed. The one that's attacking Jeffrey.
Okay. Yeah, it failed. So 8 damage, 8 fire damage.
Okay. And I will order this guy to go protect Jeffrey as a bonus action.
Okay.
And for Jeffrey to move closer so he can protect him.
Okay. Valerian.
In turn.
I am going to fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at that lower scrag that is currently engulfed in flames.
The top one is engulfed in flames.
Well, the other one's got like bonfire. Yeah. I assumed you, because that's concentration, right? Are you keeping that bonfire up?
I'm keeping that bonfire up.
I guess it's like at its feet. So the other one is really engulfed in flames.
That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so that is a 15 and a 23. So both those hit?
Yeah, both those hit.
Because I fired. And as I'm doing this, I bring up my wrists, and I have these white diamonds on my wrist that light up red, and the blasts come out of those and get them twice. So that's going to be 8 and 13, so 21 points of force damage.
Ooh, nice.
Spicy. Okay, so both of these are looking a little rough at this point. Anything else you would like to do, Valerian?
I am going. No, I'm good.
Jackson.
Jackson.
Azure.
I'm just gonna go and swing my rapier. Let's do that for 2 extra attacks.
No spells.
I mean, he's already on fire at this point. I was like, I don't need to set him on fire again. He's on fire. So I guess swing my rapier, luminescence, twice, and this is at advantage because Lumi. So 28 to hit once.
That hits.
So 13 piercing damage. And then swing again for 13.
Does not hit.
That's not hit. That is fine.
This is fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Anything else you have?
Double checking spells. There's 2 base spells. 2
spells I don't know my character.
Actually a good idea. We're gonna go and do a bonus action. Fang step. And I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna go teleport over here next to Pandora.
Safe.
And he has to make a wisdom save, I believe is what it is.
Ooh, that's not there.
Yeah. Which season are you currently? Winter?
I am the Winter Fae.
Yeah.
15?
He has to make a wisdom save. It is, I believe, efficiency. Yeah, 15.
Whew.
I think my save is 15 or 16. Which is it? It's a 15. Yeah, so no, he actually saved.
We got lucky.
He got very lucky.
Alright, anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, Axel.
-1.
I really want to bring this guy down, so back at it with the big battle axe.
You no longer have advantage.
Understood.
Or is your familiar still casting help?
It's still helping.
Okay.
That's a wonderful thing.
I know.
It's a beautiful thing.
So you do have advantage.
Okay. 22 total.
That hits.
9 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yes!
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna bring the sword over, or my axe from overhead, and just slash it straight down, just right onto his head, and I want to like split it in half or something.
It'd be tough splitting a troll in twain, but you get it, and it's just, yeah, and it's dead. So you still have movement and half of your other attack. Or your other attack.
Let me check I'm pretty sure my distance has let me get down there. Yep. I'll move down to the other one, and we're going to do a nice big slash at that guy. Where's my D20?
Clean it up.
He's hit more with Axel than he did with Jackson.
It's true.
Already.
25 to hit.
25 hits. So Travis's character in our Waterdeep campaign probably missed 400 shots, like I kid you not, with his crossbow, and hit maybe 4 times. It was awful.
It was terrible. But it worked for the character because he wasn't used to combat. It was actually very amazing. It didn't mean to be it that way, but it really worked for the character. That is 6 points of damage.
Okay. Still alive, barely, but it's there. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. Thank you.
Okay. Entourage.
Put an end to that jolly green jackass.
I would love to.
That's a 13.
Does not hit.
And a heavy crossbow shot.
Does
13.
Not hit.
It continues.
So you haven't hit with a crossbow yet.
Need some.
You're an assassin. Why don't you attack it, actually?
The curse of the crossbow, man.
Vicious mockery on your own skeletons.
Right. And it's going to guard a skeleton hero.
Okay. Anything else for the skeletons?
That'll be all.
Okay. Andros.
So I think I can make it to here. Bam, 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 bam.
So I will say,
we're just...
I will say the pool is 5 feet below the surface level.
Okay.
And it does take 5 feet. It's a foot below, sorry, but it takes 5 feet of movement. Is what I meant
30.
to say.
You should be able to get there for 30.
Yeah, you're
perfect. Good. Thank you.
Just there's more than one pool, so it does go for all pools.
Perfect. So I'm gonna use my as soon as he's within my the spore range, the spores are going to reach out and do the
Con or death?
hail of spores. Constitution 17, and it'll be actually 2d6 instead of 1.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So 8 total necrotic damage, and then here comes the shillelagh. We're gonna do booming blade with shillelagh, so it's gonna shakao with advantage.
Both of those hit.
And then perfect. So crack over the head for 6 bludgeoning, and then the booming blade damage. Another 6.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, okay. So Andros is gonna hustle. I don't like. And he's gonna as he's running, the spores instantly latch on and start sticking into the open wounds of the troll, and then he runs up and he just brings his staff up, and since he's about Raven height, he brings it up and cracks like a golf shot into the head of it, and then you see this energy envelop the troll as its entire body just vibrates apart.
And
I do not wish to drown today.
It is dead. So we are officially out of combat.
Yay!
Welcome to the Doomvault.
Oh, Jesus.
Skeleton hero sheathes a sword and offers a fist bump to Andros.
Andros will immediately walk over to Axel and be like,
You look injured.
he's going to cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level. You gain 16 points of health.
Thank you very much.
They didn't have the glyph.
And he goes back over and he starts rooting through the bones.
So the glyph is a pendant. Who took the glyph?
Oh, he did have one.
No.
Oh,
it's the one
the
given by
original.
Serana.
Okay, yeah.
Pandora might have taken the glyph then.
Okay.
Give it to Pandora.
So Pandora, you see that the glyph says it has a word that you can hear in your head. It says pools of devotion. So what that means is this glyph works for the pools of devotion, which is a subsection in the sector.
So we were told that we don't have many opportunities to rest. but this is one of the safe spots.
You can try it. You can try it. So Serana said there are safe spots.
Mm-hmm.
You have not located a safe spot.
Okay.
I feel like there's more coming from there. The bottom.
I'd assume so. We should probably leave.
I'm gonna flick out my mage hand, and I am going to kind of root through some of the bones and material that is around, see if I can find anything of use. And then I'll eventually make my way over to the top scrag and kind of see if there's any. They didn't have any like satchels or clothing or anything. Okay.
So I'll be technically assisting you if you're.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around using my mage hand, kind of hovering next to it, standing next to it, as it is kind of just pushing stuff around in the.
So as you push around through like the outside, you don't find anything. You find that these are remnants.
Probably dead ones.
Remnants of meals. So you see teeth marks and bones. You see tiny chunks of meat that maybe just came out as they were eating, that didn't make it into their mouth. It is not anything useful, except unless you want bones or there's no like material in there.
Okay.
You do notice as Andros, as his trunk touches any of the meat, you see just like it leaves like kind of like this sheen over the top of the meat.
Your spores are gross. It's like a slug.
Gross spores.
Fascinating.
S'mores.
Well.
And so as a reminder, you have north, a white gate, and to the bottom right, so east, a door.
And what do we know about these gates? Like they're not active until we find a glyph. Is that correct?
Well, so they're active and they're just swirling like white mist.
Okay. Don't know if we are ready to go up in that one yet.
I will look through at the gates with detect magic.
What does that you have?
Yeah, so describe that.
She looks at the gates with witch eyes. There's nothing really special about it. Her eyes just glow a little bit. They're actually violet, unlike her token, but she just kind of stares at the gates to see what's up with them.
Are you?
Do I detect anything?
Well, I was gonna say, what are you trying to discern from them?
Oh, just any school of magic's active, any auras I detect around me.
Well, there's definitely magic. You everything is magic. It is everywhere.
Interesting.
Did the glyph was for the abyssal prisons, right?
The glyph was for the pools of devotion.
Pools of devotion. Okay.
Oh, I forgot we have a map.
Yeah.
So, what schools of magic do I detect and where are they?
Oh, I see where we're at. Okay.
So let's see what they say in here, because it does say that. One moment, please. You get.
While you're okay.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, while you're doing that, Andros pulls up the map and he's like, and he'll point to it, and you'll see you see if you're looking at the pool, if you see the abyssal prisms, if you go straight south, you'll see the pools of devotion right there, and then we're in that little compartment to the left hand side, and he's gonna point to
If we go through here, it's to the pools where I suspect more underwater things will attack. But I do not see another way to go, as is the trap. I rhymed.
So you get abjuration magic. You get illusion magic. And conjuration.
From up north or from down
everywhere.
south?
From everywhere. Everything in this room is magic. I'm not kidding you. Every surface is touched with magic in some way.
Okay. I stare at that and I focus on the unique magics in the air. Like, if there's any local enchantments rather than the omnipresent ones.
So you get I will say this is still abjuration. So you get a faint aura across all of the surfaces, but you get a stronger sense of abjuration right where the gate is.
Okay. Any abjuration over this door?
Yeah.
Okay. Any local abjuration,
No,
I guess.
no. It's that same faint.
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep in mind that this entire place has abjuration when I asked in the future.
Yep.
It'll mean the...
Not that specifically. I got you.
Exactly. unless it suddenly disappears for some reason.
Okay.
Okay.
Has it been 10 minutes? Okay.
This entire place is radiating with magic. It actually hurts.
She rubs her eyes.
Oh, fun.
I did not get enough sleep for this.
You never get enough sleep for anything.
She looks at you in the eyes.
Fair. Anyways, there's abjuration to the north, so that might be some sort of trap. There's no special abjuration on that door to the south, however.
So should we try this out then?
Don't we have according to the map, we have the key to go. I'd rather enter a room that needs a key. It does not.
Very well, you first. I'll take the rear guard.
Oh, okay.
I'll protect us from the back.
Okay. So,
A noble
Andros,
cause.
are you trying to go through the door?
I'm gonna get the glyph key, and then he's gonna grab the glyph key with his trunk, and then walk with it kind of in front of him.
Yeah. Pass it off to you.
Okay.
I assume this thing on the ground's the glyph, right?
Yeah, and so there's a whole thing about transferring glyph keys. I think that's silly.
Oh, okay.
It wastes
Okay.
it's like an hour-long process. I'm like, let's not do that.
Oh, wow, okay.
In game hour long, not here.
Oh
so,
man, this shitty key takes an hour to transfer. Wait. Oh, a hex. Fixed it.
So as it transfers to you, you hear that same thing in your head. Pools of devotion.
Oh, this is correct.
And he just walks forward.
And so as you stand in it, the mist just opens from the center out, and you can walk through it.
Told you it would work. Or did you tell me? I don't.
I told
well.
you. I'm always right, remember?
You are brilliant.
Walks up to Azor.
Elephants never forget.
Yeah,
What?
I guess we're safe now. Go. Let's go through and maybe not die. He's a good meat shield though.
Okay. So Andros, specifically, are you walking all the way through to the door, or are you?
Yep, all the way through to the door.
Okay. So as you walk
Does
through, the gate reseals itself.
Oh,
Takes a step back.
And as you re-enter, it reopens.
It's going
you
to be
have
that way.
stand on it.
Hey, all right. I guess I will go through. I will come up behind.
I imagine that's a tight squeeze.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I can fit. I'm small,
You can.
so I can fit.
Oh, you can just
I
walk
can-
through my legs.
Yeah, I
No.
can.
Travis may
fine.
not be able to.
Before we go anywhere, give me... Never mind. It'll take time. Let's keep going. I'll study it later.
I'll take a look at the door and see if it's any traps or.
Okay. Give me an investigation
anything
check.
going on.
If you want to touch it, perception. If you're just gonna use your eyeballs.
I'm just using my eyeballs. Investigation. That is a 7.
Well, perception. If you want to just look at.
Oh yeah. Okay, that would be 16.
it. Okay. So I'm revealing this ahead of time. There's no.
Oh, okay.
Are we
Yeah.
supposed to
Tech
see
magic
this-
is growing
see
more
this-
powerful.
Just gonna ignore the people.
Ignore the cultists in the other room.
Okay.
Ignore the man standing behind you.
I was gonna just say that. So, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if it's not trapped, I will kind of turn the handle, or
Yeah, as you turn the handle, the door opens, and you
my
do
head
see
in.
inside. So as you peek in, you initially just see two small. So this room, everything in this area is lit. So there's magic, like at the very tops of the ceilings, these magic orbs that are just lit. So you do see that as well when you saw your when you used your witch eyes. So you did see different schools of magic. I should have said that. It's my fault.
Oh, okay.
So everything is lit at the very top. But as you look in here, you see these two blue, like, you can't really see into them. But if you imagine like a pool that's lit up in the middle of the night, it just gives off that nice blue shimmer, that glow. You see that these have that same lights coming out from the two circles.
And do I see any of these people? Any of these tokens?
Did I say you see them?
No, I'm just... okay, well, if I don't see them, then I will open the door all of the way, and I will take a step in and say, okay.
So as you do take a step in, you see on the very left, you see a spirit naga. And it is eating a person.
I will, as I see that, I will get into this back corner and I will try to hide. And then I'll whisper to the rest, we are not alone.
Andros will give that kind of beckon forward
Okay.
for the rest of the group.
Ozar's gonna step forward.
Okay.
Bringing,
And I will try and follow after.
can't really...
Well, does it notice me at all? Is it its intent?
It has not.
Again, I'll whisper back into the group. We are not alone. There is something eating in here.
We are never alone. Oh!
Peeks
So you
into the room.
You should have a handout now.
Yeah, looking good.
Peeks around corner.
Ah.
Hey, GM, can I make a check to figure out what the fuck?
What that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a nature check. Or survival.
Oh, good. One of my good ones. 21.
21. Yeah, you absolutely know what this is. So you know this is a serpentine-like creature called a naga, and they are not friendly.
Naga.
Any special abilities I would note about it? I mean, I'm pretty sure they have dangerous venom.
You know that they are typically magical.
Okay. Yeah, Spirit Naga. Evil. Good venom. Magical. It casts spells. Don't let it do that to you.
As you're talking, it casts Dominate Person
Uh-oh.
On me?
on you.
The puppet master becomes the puppet!
It casts a spell?
It does.
Motherfucker, I think I'm too far
Counterspell.
from you.
Okay.
Well, you're at the door because you have to see through, aren't you?
Okay.
I
Counterspell.
don't know.
Go ahead and
I just need to know where everybody's at. Did you have to go? Did she have to go up to the door to look through?
yeah, you
Where
would
is she
have
go-
to
where
have.
she's-
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I am in the room, hiding in the corner.
So it's a 5th level spell, so that's counterspell. Let me see. I have to roll. So 4th level or higher, make ability check using spellcasting ability. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level, so 15. So ability check using spellcasting ability.
So you're it's.
So intelligence score, basically.
Yeah.
Attempt to interrupt
Check.
if the creature is casting a spell. If it fails, no effect. If the casting
What?
is 4th level or higher, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The
Okay.
DC
Yep.
equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay, so it's a 15. I rolled a 10.
Okay.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, dominate person. Interesting.
So you attempt to beguile a humanoid that you can see within range. It must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the duration. If you or creatures that are friendly to you are fighting it, it has advantage on the saving throw. While the target is charmed, you have a telepathic link with it. As long as the two of you are on the same plane of existence, you can use this telepathic link to issue commands to the creature while you're conscious, which it does its best to obey. You can specify a simple...
18, suck it.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Wait. Okay.
It's going to be like, I'm sorry, the DC is 19.
It's 14. It's 14. You pass.
Oh, okay.
But at first, so the way they wrote that, it said 14 plus 6. I'm like, there's no way this DC is 20 for this. But anyway.
Jeez,
like,
that would have been rough.
All right. So at this point,
Awful.
we're going to call it for the night. I know we are in one room. It is 10:10. We have gone an hour and 30 minutes. I don't want to hold everybody too late. I will admit every room is going to be like this. It is going to be going to be hard. But I love this. So I do want to say thank you, everybody. I do want to be respectful of your time on a week night. I don't know how many of you all work in the morning, but I do, and it's hard. So we will try and end 10 to 15 minutes before or after 10:30 my time.
Okay.
So I want to say thanks, everybody. We'll be back here Wednesday. It took a little bit to get us started, but we're in it. We're in the Doomvault.
We're in.
We fought our first set of monsters.
Bludgeoned them to death.
Do you guys want to promote yourself again? So we'll go back around the room. We'll start with Typo.
Hello, everybody. I'm Typo. You might see me around a little bit more, and I also am at, the Coffee Nebula, where I sometimes guest and roleplay.
Nice. Sean?
Hey everyone, I'm Sean, or Near the Furt King. You can find me obviously on Twitter. You can also find me with Typo on the Coffee Nebula or Polished Cryptids channel on Twitch. Yeah, I'll be also on FeatherFall Tabletop community with several one-shots as well as this campaign. So yeah.
Nice. Thay?
I'm Thay from DMEmporium.com. Also stream my own game, which I DM every Tuesday, but only watch the repletes because you'll be watching on Tuesdays. But come stop by. We'll have a lot of fun. And then check out the DMEmporium.com. Discount code FeatherFall.
Yeah, that's us. Travis, do you want to promote anything? You, Travis?
I mean, I have a Twitter account. You can follow me, Blue Viper. Tweets all proper spelling, no spaces, no underscores. I tweet every once in a while, like once a month. Right now, I'm not very active on social these days. I wish I were. I used to stream Blue Viper 2 on Twitch. Eventually, I will again sometime. Probably when we get a house later this year or next year. But it's a while down the road at this point. I just don't have the time. So just follow me here. That's good. Just follow FeatherFall. That's where you want to be.
It's the place.
Chris?
Yeah, so 2_socks05 on Twitter.
The word 2, TWO.
Yeah, TWO. There you go. 2socks05. You can catch me DMing Curse of Strahd every other Sunday. Picking up again on March 1st with Session 5. We're having a great time doing that. We're going to keep going. I am the community one-shot manager for FeatherFall Tabletop. If you want in those games, check out the Discord link down below. Come in and tag me, and I'll get you hooked up in a game, or tag, Bob in the Discord. We can get you there all the same. But we got games starting and filling up all the time. We are accepting guest DMs, so if you want to DM a game, one-shot game for us, there's an application process for that. Pretty simple. You just tell me how cool the game is that you want to play, and we'll find a spot for you. That's about it.
Nice.
Pretty active in the Discord. Try to keep conversations light and fun and have a good time. So.
Yep, and I am Bob. I'm Billy Zed in the Discord. I run the FeatherFall Tabletop Twitter account, and I'm here every Wednesday. Of course, we start every Sunday. I try and join, DM all the one-shots that I can because it's so much fun. I do want to say I love this party so much already. First session, we are going to just explode from here. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be hard. It's going to be fun. It's going to test y'all. But
his optimism is killing me.
It might.
But I love it, and I can't wait for next Wednesday already. Thanks everybody for hanging out, and we will talk to you there.